Swap, please.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, Silent Senior 09, once again, back with more Let's Play BanjoKazooie, this time the bonus episodes. Several months later. Well, you know what they say, better late than never. Alrighty, so you'll notice immediately, hopefully, that Game 1 says empty! This was the file I believe I started this on originally, if not it was the guy who was cooking. However, neither one of those are the current file that I use to beat Grunty and etc. toward the end. A lot of complications arose during this project when I was doing it, actually, so I figured I'd let that cat out of the bag and inform you all. Yeah, I had some difficulties, so if there was anything that you may have noticed, or if there's like a difference in files of something, you know, when something happens, my bad. That is how that happens. So I figured I'd let that out and clear the air, because it's been stanking it up in here, man. Whew, stanking it up. Alright, so this is going to be the Stop and Swap bonus episode, so let's go ahead and get started with this, shall we? Because this is going to take a little bit of time, actually. More time for me than it will for you guys, because I'll be doing a heck of a lot of cutting out. Real quick, if you do not care for this way of presenting, or if you would like to know more information about Stop and Swap and the history behind it, there are 4 people that I have listed down below, 4 YouTube channels, I should say. The first is, I believe it's called Let's Play with My Wii, but let me actually look at the list I wrote down. Oh, Playing with My Wii. He does a pretty good job as far as explaining it. He was the first guy I found when I did like top search and yada yada of doing Stop and Swap. I think he does it on a ROM or something, so for those who are like, oh, can I get a console one? Don't worry, I think there's a few others actually I can find. The other one is Yankee Gamer 5. He was also in the top search. I believe he did like an Xbox version or something, or actually no, I don't think he did. I think he did a ROM too. I can't remember, but he actually did a very good job explaining the history behind it. So if you want to know information about it and tidbits, there you go. He's the guy to see. There are also a couple other Let's Players that are very well known. I mean, I'm not saying Playing with Ma Wii and Yankee Gamer 5 are not well known, but I don't know them well enough myself to make that claim. I'm not saying I know the other 2 that well, but let's just say I've been keeping up with them more than I have with the other 2 that I recently found, if that makes any sense with anybody. But anyway, I'm just rambling. The other 2 are Dark-Minded Sith, very great Let's Player. He has an outstanding way of making up kind of little skits and tidbits of explaining things in a humorous way. And of course, Nintendo Capri-san. Who doesn't know him, right? I mean, and if you don't, well, he's the same guy that both likes making up lyrics for songs, kind of like Breno Floss. And he's also the one who's the guy you want to turn to if you're looking for a good bathroom joke, I suppose you could say. There's more to him, of course, than that, but if I sat here trying to explain all that, I'd probably take an entire episode trying to explain everything about him and Dark-Minded Sith than anybody else. So, anyway, those are 4 people. Check the description down below, or if I've done my job well, you can just click the annotation that pops up when I mention their name first. Okay, so there you go, guys. There's an alternative path in case you don't like the one I have given you so far. So, anyway, Stop and Swap. There's a few things you need to know. The first is you need to spell the word cheat at the beginning of every single one of these cheats. And you'll notice you'll hear a cow mooing sound. That means you're doing this cheat correctly, and that means it's registering, okay, he's fixing to do the cheat. Then, you're going to input the cheat for each of them. I'm going to try and do these in order, you know, for level as far as that goes. So the first cheat says, out of the sea it rises, to reveal more secret prizes. So let me punch that in and you'll be able to see what that does. So give me a sec, guys. And like that, there you go, guys. Boom, out comes the big giant island that you saw in the photo. Cool beans. Alright, so that was the first one. The second one is actually going to be in Gobi's Valley. So let me go ahead and punch in cheat. And while I do that, I'll read off the cheat for you. A desert door opens wide. Ancient secrets wait inside. Alright, so let me do that real quick, and I will see you guys in a moment. Okay, that was painless enough. I only had to do that 2 or 3 times. Yeah, real quick, I'll go ahead and state this. There's a few tips I would advise you to follow. Number one is don't expect any sound or any sort of hint to help you guide as to whether or not you're punching in the secret correctly. Number two is if you mess up and you have no idea what letter count you are on, because I don't know if you have to start all the way over if you accidentally mess up the cheat, or if you have to just, punch in the next letter you need to punch in and go from there. Just step outside, because I had to do that a couple more times, actually, just before I got that cheat in. But there you go, that's Gobi's Valley secret cheat. Alrighty then, sorry about that, guys. I was about to give you guys the incorrect cheat for the next area. Stupid me, my bad. I need to learn how to write everything down when I take my notes properly. The next cheat is actually in Mad Monster Mansion. There's 2 of them actually, but I'll just start off with the first one. Don't you go and tell her about the secret in her cellar. Oh, hallelujah. Finally! Wow! Guys, you have no idea. That took me 7 tries to get that right. Anyway, if anything, I'm going to nominate that as the hardest cheat to punch in correctly. So, anyway, next cheat is also in Mad Monster Mansion. It reads, amidst the haunted gloom, a secret in the bathroom. Or as NCS says, in the bathroom. There we go, guys. Booyah! Right on Logo's head, too. Or his hat, cap, one of the 2. Alright, next cheat is actually jumping right into Rusty Bucket Bay, the world right after it. And it reads, this secret you'll be grabbin' in the captain's cabin. Arrgh, you mateys, we did it! Ha ha ha! Cool beans, awesome sauce. Alrighty, one last cheat for the eggs, and then we'll move on to the very last cheat we can put in. And yet another awkward cut. Sorry about that, guys. The next cheat is in Click Clock Wood. It reads, now Banjo will be able to see it on Nabnut's table. So let's get cracking, shall we? Dinner is served. Oh yeah. Oh, that's cute. Oh yeah, a little side note with that. You have to, when you go to collect that one, you have to collect it in the winter. So if you're wondering why you can't see it in the spring, fall, or summer, that's why. Alright, this last cheat is actually the ice key. So let's go ahead and get on that, shall we? This is in Freezeezy Peak, and you will be punching in, now you can see a nice ice key, which you can have for free. Yes! Finally! Holy crap! Ugh, I hate it when there's so many like double letters and then double letters that run into words. Especially nice and ice. That was tough, actually. Alrighty, so believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, this was actually the hardest part. This will be the hardest part if you decided to do this yourself. The easiest and funnest part, in my opinion, is just going out and getting them. Well, as much fun as you can have, anyway. So, fortunately, the first secret that we punched in is actually right nearby. Just watch out for Snacker and head toward, if you have to, head toward the box with the extra bearing bird on it. There you go. Oh yeah, I love that epic music sound. Yeah, it's like yeah. Let's reward the player for doing awesome. Man, this looks familiar. Yeah, so, real quick, this is actually probably the more tedious of the bunch to grab, so, if you're not good at your platforming or jumping skills, I'd say knock this one out first before going after the other ones, because the other ones are actually fairly simple to get. Yeah. Oh my gosh, though, guys. Ugh. I can't tell how many times I had to exit and re-enter that blessed sandcastle just to grab those, or to type in the secrets again, but trust me, I share your pain if you if you had any pain. And apparently it says I already grabbed this for some odd reason, so let me take a look at that. Either that or it's a glitch in the game, so let's take a look at that. See what it shows. I'll figure I'll go ahead and show it now. Okay, apparently I must have magically grabbed this. Either that or I just picked the wrong file by accident, but anyway. When you go to your view total screen, you know, after click clock wood, and you go to the far right, you can pick up a you can see what you've picked up. As you can see, we've clearly picked up the pink egg, but this is how you get the first of the many eggs. So I will see you guys in the next area. Alrighty, so taking a magic copper ride right up to the area where we met Gobi for I think the second or third time, give or take. We can enter BanjoKazooie's ancient tomb, or whatever, whoever tomb this is. Either way, it's got a picture of a bear with a pharaoh on it. We're gonna go ahead and stomp this. Ta-da! And oh yeah, a shiny blue egg. Whoa, another one of those special eggs. By the way, the first time he actually did say something about, ooh, I wonder what this egg's for. So, sorry I wasn't able to show that, but yeah. I guess for some reason it registered that I finished this, and I could have sworn I didn't, but that's alright. So, anyway, I will see you guys in Mad Monster Mansion. So, peace! Alrighty, so down into the cellar we go. Let's go ahead and get our wine on, shall we? Or as Keisha once said, let's get a bottle of vodka. Or is it vodka? Yeah, I think it is. Anyway, let's go ahead and make our break it into the cask of Amontillado and grab ourselves a cyan egg, which I don't think Banjo says anything after like the first two eggs. So sorry to say, there's no funny commentary or dialogue for the characters. Alright, so I will meet you guys, as better quoted by Nintendo Capri-Sun, in the bathroom. Alright, where's the Dunny at? Where's the Thunder House? Where's the Oval Office, man? I gotta rip a nasty fart, and it's probably the best place for it is right here. Huzzah! Green egg! Green eggs and ham much? No. Awesome sauce. Alright, so that's, I think that's the 5th egg out of 6 eggs altogether. So I will see you guys... No, I'm sorry, that's the 4th egg. Good lord, I'm falling behind. I'll see you guys in Rusty Bucket Bay. Peace! Alrighty, right over here next to one of the little, like, lifeboat things should be the window that we need to bust. And inside the window is good old Captain with... Oh, no, you're not the Captain. You're just a sailor, man. Get out of here. Seriously, go away. No, no, no. Go away. Thank you. My egg. My scribbling eggs. Yeah. Alrighty, so that's all the egg. Well, no, it's not all the eggs. Dang it, I'm jumping ahead of myself again. I will see you guys in Click Clock Wood and Nabnut's bedroom. Alrighty. I feel bad about this, but we gotta bust into his house again like we're bad Santa Claus going, ho, 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 ho. Let me just snag another thing from you guys.
Acorns.
Aww. Victory! Hoorah! Yeah! Alrighty, so I'm gonna meet you guys in a much, much cooler place known as Freezeezy Peak for the last and final goodie we can pick up. So, see you guys in a moment. In was a cave, that's where we're going today. Oh, dang. Sorry. I know I shouldn't sing, but I can't help it. Eek! He's still back again! Aha! Anyway, if you guys remember, behind this Jinjo and a pair of gold feathers, hey Orange Jinjo, there was a crystal ice key. I'll let Kazooie tell you about her.
Cool! An enormous ice key! We ought to keep this for later.
Yeah, that worries me what you're gonna plan on doing with that. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much all the goodies. So I'm gonna go ahead and step out of Waz's cave because he doesn't like us particularly in here. So I'll step outside to do what I'm gonna do. So outside, now that we've collected everything, we can go ahead and hit the View Total screen. Go to the far right, past Click Clock Wood, and we should see all the goodies we have collected. All 6 eggs and the awesome fancy looking little crystal key, or ice key. I guess it's ice key. I keep thinking crystal key for other reasons, but anyway, there you go. Now, real quick, a question that might pop up. Do these have any monetary value? Like, do you get any extra bonus stuff, or is it easier to beat Grunty if you do this, or any of that? The answer is probably no, because, like I said, this was intended for one purpose, and that was to bring these over to BanjoKazooie, quote-unquote, at the time when it wasn't actually completely established and made. Unfortunately, it just didn't happen, so now these guys, just all these little eggy waggies and this little key here are just sitting here basically for collection purposes, and I guess to give yourself a ego boost to say, cool, I collected everything. So anyways, guys, that's all that I wanted to do in this one. This is Stop and Swap, and this was Silent Senior 9, the crazy guy, yeah, I know. And this is me saying, thanks for watching, love y'all, peace, and don't let your tails fly up.